carpet at Jonathan Baker's celebration of the 2026 Oscars. And with me today is Eric Wheelwright. Did I say it right?
Don't do that. Yes, you said it right. You got it right.
Awesome. It's so nice to meet you. Tell us a little bit about your role in the film Fate.
Sure. I actually wore a variation of hats for the movie Fate. One of my primary roles for Fate was being the second unit director.
Okay.
And my responsibility was, while they were shooting, this was kind of like an idea that Jonathan Baker had. He said, you know, Eric, I'm getting ready to shoot this movie.
Yeah.
And his exact words were to me when he reached out to me about being a part of it, he said, I need you to come up and shoot a movie in Vancouver. I want you to be a part of this process. I need you to make my movie look iconic. Those were his exact words.
Iconic.
I said, well, Jonathan, well, you know, can you give me a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
He said, Eric, he said, I understand, I know who you are, I know what you're capable of doing. So while we're off shooting certain things, I want you to take another crew and capture whatever you want.
Okay.
Which is a lot of trust, right?
Yes,
like
it
just
is.
to say, hey, do your thing.
Do your thing.
So suffice it to say, we did. So, but in the process of being the second unit director, which meant that Jonathan kind of would shoot whatever he envisioned.
Okay.
Then I would come in later and I would shoot whatever it was I envisioned, whether it means
Wow.
shooting something in a different way or making sure we capture certain establishing shots and
Yeah.
inserts and things like that. But on top of that, I was also responsible for shooting the behind the scenes aspect of it, the making of the movie,
Okay.
right? So we were shooting two things simultaneously. I was shooting the documentary movie about the movie.
Okay, he didn't mention all that.
Yes,
Yeah.
as well as shooting the movie at the same time. So I'm wearing like two different headsets. I'm talking to the actors, I'm talking to the production company, the production team for the film, and then I'm talking to my guys like, hey, make sure you move that camera over there and capture this other stuff. So it was an incredible experience. And then just getting an opportunity to work with people like Faye Dunaway on what would be her last film.
Oh my gosh.
Was just, an awesome opportunity. Faye Dunaway is hilarious. She's a lot funnier than I think most people probably realize.
Okay.
Mina Savari, just an incredibly talented woman.
Yeah.
She wears so many different hats, and just to see her flip from one character to another character was just, amazing. We had Cheech. Cheech is one of the funniest guys you could ever have hoped to meet. Every time he saw me on set, he would run up to me and yell, "Smokey!" He said I look like Smokey,
yeah, you kinda
Smokey
look
Robinson.
like Smokey.
That's what he would tell me all the time,
Yeah.
Smokey. So working with him was just a joy.
Yeah.
Andrew McCarthy, who's also a director and a writer and a producer and an actor, getting an opportunity to work with him. Brandon Roth, Superman, right? Superman has always been one of my favorite characters, even growing up.
Yeah.
And so working with someone like Brandon in this film, who embodies that essence of what you remember Christopher Reeve being as Superman.
Superman, yeah.
He kind of carried that with him on set. Just a lovely guy. He was just one of the most friendly, down-to-earth people you could ever hope to meet. And then we had Harvey Keitel, who came in.
A lot of stars.
Oh yeah. And the beauty with Harvey Keitel came in last minute. Originally, Donald Sutherland was slated to be in the film. Unfortunately, he had a really bad fall. He hurt himself and ended up passing away shortly after we shot the film. But his replacement was Harvey Keitel.
Yeah.
So Harvey Keitel comes in last minute, and as much as it was this whole last minute situation, the guy knocks it out.
Oh.
Just unbelievably talented. So we had a lot of amazing talent. Janet Montgomery, I can't forget her. She plays the love interest. She's the young Faye Dunaway in the film.
Okay.
So it was just a lot of amazing talent on set, and getting an opportunity to work with these individuals was just truly, an amazing and blessed experience.
I love it. And when does the film come out?
So I'm not sure of the exact release date for Fate.
Okay.
I do know that we have a premiere that we're going to be, or a viewing that we'll be seeing the movie within the next 30 days.
Okay. I need to be there.
You need to be there. That's right. And then there's another documentary movie about Jonathan Baker.
Okay.
That's coming out. I was also the DP for that film, and I'm actually in the movie.
Okay. Love it.
I'm not sure the release date of that, but it's another really exciting piece that kind of tells the story of his journey, and then even leading to Fate. There's a lot of the behind the scenes from Fate in that.
Okay.
Just an all around just incredible experience. The story for Fate is just amazing.
Okay.
When we were doing the behind the scenes documentary, and I'm sitting with all of the actors and I'm asking them about the movie Fate.
Right.
And I asked them all, tell me what your thought is about this film. The common statement was always the script. This is an amazing script. I haven't seen anything like this. in a very, very long time. And I'm really excited to be a part of this movie, right?
Yeah.
And so to hear that from the talent, and we're talking icons, people who've been in the business for a long time,
Right.
to speak to that perspective, to speak to a script,
Yeah.
saying that they haven't seen anything like this, and
Right.
to really be excited about being a part of that. That was just an amazing thing, and a lot of that is credited to Jonathan, who was one of the writers for the film.
I love it.
And then his overall vision for the movie, where we shot it, the castles that we used, the backdrops, and all of that was really something that he wanted to do, and he fought really hard to make sure we got those locations.
I love it. I interviewed quite a few people earlier today on the red carpet about this film, and one of the things that they did say was the common thread was it reminds them of Hollywood. Is
Yes,
that what you would say?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Without giving too much away, there's an element of old Hollywood intentionally in the film.
Mm-hmm.
But when people say it reminds them of old Hollywood, what they're saying is this incredible story, right?
Okay.
It's a film that took a lot of thought, took several years to produce. It
Yes.
wasn't this, hey, I got a movie, let's shoot it. And Jonathan is a very meticulous person. So even with him, I remember leading up to the process of filming, the many meetings that took place even
Yeah.
before. You're talking hours at the table, just kind of going over every little detail about the film. So Jonathan has always been a film lover since he was a little boy. I don't know if he told you, but his
No,
backstory.
he didn't tell me all that.
Okay, so since he was a kid, he was in love with making movies. He had a Super 8 camera that he would go out and film, and I learned all of this in the process of his documentary movie.
Okay.
But so you could see how old Hollywood has influenced him as a director and a writer and a producer.
Okay.
And he certainly brings all of that into this film.
I love it. I love it. So we are here for the Oscars, right? Who are you excited to see win?
That's such a good one. So when it comes to Best Picture, I'm really excited for Ryan.
Okay.
And Sinners. You know, I think it's an amazing film. So my top two choices would be Sinners
Yes.
or Frankenstein.
Okay, Frankenstein.
If you guys have not seen Frankenstein, this is not a regular Frankenstein movie, I promise you guys that. So those would be my big choices. If one of those wins, I'm happy.
Okay, and then just one more question. Well, two more questions. The one is, when you think about the film Fate, what is the one inspiration you want people to take away after watching the film?
That's a great question. Fate is about love.
Love.
It's absolutely about love. It's about how love transcends all things, right? And more than anything in the world, what matters most is
It's
love.
love.
And I
Yeah.
think there's a lesson that sometimes we get so caught up in life that we forget how important love is until we discover it. But we also have to be open to discovering love, right?
Yeah.
It has to be something that we say we're willing to receive into our life. You know, with all the challenges that people are facing and all that's going on in the world, love is really a medicine
Yeah.
that can cure so many things.
I love that.
And so I think there's a component of this movie that shows you just how powerful love really is and how big of a difference it can make in each person's life when they receive it or they choose to receive it.
I love that. And so where can we find you on social media so that we can support you and this film?
Absolutely. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, all the social media platforms, Facebook at Eric Wheelwright, which is ERIC WHEELWRIGHT.
Thank you so much, Eric. It was a pleasure meeting you.